So in today's video, we're going to be going over how not to get rug pulled, how not to get wrecked, how not to lose all of your money because you saw a token called Pokemon Tama and you thought that was going to be the best thing since Bitcoin. All right, let's get straight into this one.
Money.
Hello everyone, my name is Sean. I am the Crypto Smith. Welcome to my channel. First off, research obviously is your friend. The more research, the better. You can drill down as far as you want into these projects and you should find all of the answers you're looking for. You see red flags, you need to question this. You can drill down further, right? Let's start with the name. Name of the token is Pokemon Tama or Sriracha Inu or Baby Musk, right? Do these sound like names that instill professionalism in a project? These sound like serious people who are really going to work hard to earn you money on your investment? No? Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe they're not serious investments and they're just trying to get your money. That's the number one thing. Look at the name behind it. Are they copyrighted, right? Do they have Marvel names? They have Batman Inu on the screen right now. As you can see, that was a rug pull. Took a few days, but they did it. That's really copyrighted. Anything that can be infringed upon, the name, the photos, are they Pokemon characters? Are they Marvel characters? Are they other cartoon characters you recognize from your childhood? That's a red flag. If they're a legitimate project and they come out with this thing and they run a business like that, they're going to get sued, more than likely, shut down, cease and desist letters, right? That's not good for your money. Social media platforms, Twitter, Telegram, Discord, right? Those are your top threes you're going to be looking at. Do they have a large community? How's the community engagement? Are people actually conversing with each other? Were there lots of bots, it looks like, with just one-word answers? Hey, best token ever, right? You can tell if you go through conversations and you drill down a little bit in these social media platforms, you'll know what to look for, right? Always a good topic of discussion, right? Do you always have to know who's running the project? Well, you should, right? You want to know who's behind it. What's their experience? Where did they come from? Have they ever done a project before? Have they ever handled anybody else's money? Right? These are the things you should be asking. Just because they're doxed doesn't mean it's going to be a great project or a success. But not doxing does throw questions out there. Why can't they make themselves known? Right? They want you to trust them with your money. When they can't show their face, their name, their experience, where they're from, right? How they get there, who their team is. That's a red flag. Yes, Shiba Inu, nobody knows who the guy is or team is or group, whatever behind Shiba Inu, but that is a one-off token, right? Bitcoin, you can say the same, right? Nobody knows who Satoshi is. But you cannot compare any of these other things to those tokens, right? Those are one-off tokens. Those are rare exceptions. Look at their white paper. That should be on their website. Their white paper should be clean. It should be concise. It should be specific to what goals they're looking for, what their value proposition is going to be, basically how they're going to run the project, what's it going to look like, do they have any other partnerships down the pike, right? How are they going to turn your dollar into more dollars, right? These are questions you have to ask, and you need good, proper, business-like answers from the team. Speaking of websites, how does it look? Is it generic? I've seen, I can't even tell you how many different projects out there I've seen that are literally a copy-paste of somebody else's website. Unfortunately, a lot of them in the DeFi space. Baked Beans, for one, has about 1,047,011 different copycat websites and miners out there. All of the ROI tokens, the 1.91% daily interest rates, the spheres, the Olympus DAO, right? The time Wonderlands, right? Those were all basically the exact same website with different color schemes and names on them. Very easy to tell. That's going to give you a good clue about how that project's going to go. And it may last a while, but eventually it's going to die. Let's talk about the investors, right? You're an investor or a potential investor. Did the project get private money prior to it launching or it wanting to launch, right? Does it have a VC group who invested beforehand? And what are they getting? What percentage of the project or tokens are they getting? How are the tokenomics laid out, right? Are there high buy and sell taxes where we know those buy and sell taxes, if it's 20% of the buy side, 20% on the sell side, guess where that's going, right? That's going to the marketing wallet, which is the dev team basically. So they're going to get their money whether you ever get a return or not. Okay, keep that in mind. Also, is it a fair launch, right? Are they having a pre-sale? Are they asking for, let's say, $6 million on a pre-sale? And then during the pre-sale, they couldn't even fill that, which tells you that the market is saturated, right? If they had a specific length of time and they only say got halfway through their pre-sale and there was still time left and nobody else is buying, that tells you the small market that we're in was saturated. That means once they launched, there really wasn't anybody else who was going to be interested in buying. Otherwise, those people would have got in because they had a chance to get in at a lower price at the pre-sale. Big red flag. Lower starting market caps are usually better, gives you more room to grow. You start out at $10 million market cap in a very small space like DeFi, that gives you nowhere to go but down. So that's going to lead me to the investors who are in the beginning, right? The private investors. Was there some sort of contract between the project and the investors that spelled out how they were going to take responsible profits, right? How often could they sell? What amount could they sell per day, per week, per month? Like, where is the profit taking going to happen to keep those initial investors from totally tanking the price, which causes a huge panic sell, which basically kills projects? It happens every single day. These are all things you have to take into account. And putting these together in a big picture, right? You should get a warm and fuzzy, right? They're doxed. There's a small group of early investors. It's going to be a fair launch, which is always better than a pre-sale. Anybody who's not anybody, I'm going to say most people getting into a pre-sale are doing it because they're going to make more money, right? A lot of these people getting in, these aren't bad people. They're just looking for a quick dollar. Those pre-salers, a lot of them are going to dump their tokens, take their profits. Once it reaches 2, 3, 4, 5x, they're out. Now they're tanking the price at that point. Now everybody else starts to panic sell, right? The people who get in after that first dip or who got in after launch, those are generally people who are looking for the long-term project, right? The long-term profits. That's my opinion anyway. That's how I view the market. Then if you watch the charts on any launch, any pre-sale, any fair launch, you're going to see pretty much the same thing, right? It happens all the time. It can be sketchy. Honestly, it can really be sketchy. This is crypto and it's risky. It's very risky. So you put all these things together, you do all these things, you're going to have a much better chance of coming out on top of these. Take your profits along the way. Don't wait. If it doubles, triples, quadruples, don't be greedy and wait. Oh, it's going to 10x, right? Right when you say that, that's when the pre-sellers are going to start dumping on you. And now you're back to 2x, right? You still take your profits. Don't be greedy. Take your profits. Take your initial out. Let the rest ride, right? In this space, there's this thing called a moon bag, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to get in, you're going to take your initial investment out when you can, when you have extra profits, and then you're going to let the remainder ride. Call that a moon bag. If that project actually takes off, does what they say they're going to do, which unfortunately is rare, you have some tokens left in there to ride that thing up, right? That's a moon bag, hoping it goes to the moon. So I am not your financial advisor. Okay. I can barely handle my own money. Do your own research when getting into anything. Make sure you're putting money out there that you can afford to lose, because sometimes you do. Everybody does in this world of crypto. Okay. I appreciate you watching this video. Do me a favor, tap that like button for me. Give me a subscribe. If you want to see more of this stuff, I'd really appreciate that. You guys have a great day. Don't get wrecked out there. Thank you.